Good morning and welcome to the beginning of the weekend's intention. Set up. And so today, it's a little bit dark and dreary here, typical November. We're going to really focus on the light inside. Let's use our third eye today to do that. So while our eyes are closed throughout this whole intention, the more you can focus your inner eye on this spot right here, right in between your brows, just above your brows. It's where our third eye is, connects to the pineal gland in the brain. This is where our connection signals can be received. So it helps to focus on that spot. And sometimes we don't see anything when we have our eyes closed and we're looking at our third eye vision. You just see, sometimes you'll see colors or shapes. Sometimes you'll just see mottled darkness and lightness. Sometimes you'll see pictures, images. Depends on the way you're geared. So there's no right or wrong to see. The idea is to just focus there and just notice. Just notice. And sometimes if you can picture it like a movie screen, and if you're not getting any images or anything, what you can do is you can like zoom in your focus as if that movie screen canvas is in front of you, and you can zoom into like a really small, tiny area of it and blow it up. And sometimes that's worked for me. I'm not terribly visual that way. So, and whatever you see is whatever you see. And if you don't see anything in particular, that's fine too. It's just a beautiful point to practice focusing in, to help you allow the information flow into yourself from your higher self, from your energetic body, your soul, if you will, whatever you would like to call it, the higher collective that we all belong to, God, whatever you want to name it, it doesn't matter. Just that connection is a little bit more focused when we can do that. And it's a little bit hard on the eyes. I remember when I first started doing Kundalini yoga, and your focus, your eyes are closed for the whole thing and your focus is up there the whole time. I actually felt a little bit of eye strain. It felt a little awkward at the beginning. It does get easier and it does become more natural, just in case that's an issue. Okay, so let's find a place where we can try this today for 30 minutes or so with your eyes closed, sitting or lying down, not being disturbed. We'll go ahead and close our eyes. And we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths, as always. And you can already start focusing your vision on your third eye. Anytime, and anytime you stray and you remember, bring it back. So start with the first big, deep breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. We can do without them for about 30 minutes or so, I promise. And then we'll take the next breath in, and we want to fill up as full as we can, starting with our lower belly, our upper abdomen, and then expanding our lower rib cage out towards the back. Really fill up. And this time when you exhale, I want you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, I'd like you to focus on breathing light directly into your heart, as if you have a mouth. You can breathe right through your heart space. And then exhale light directly from your heart. Good. Now let's go to the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. I'm going to ask you to bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these most wonderful, loyal servants that just want to please us. Sometimes it's just a matter of asking. If you feel you can, feel your energy flow through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest and circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And we move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, and knees. And everything relaxes. Every body part or area that we touch upon, I want you to just allow to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. Every single cell reverting back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation, just a wonderful efficiency. Then we move up to our upper legs, our hips, pelvic area, buttocks, and we feel everything loosen. And into our inner organs, rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine, everything softens. Our shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to just release anything you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. We move into the jaw and we allow it to unhinge, open up and receive the breath of life. And then we feel all of our facial muscles melt into a pool of perfect relaxation. See if you can't get your eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them now to have a virtual seat on the couch and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts and they're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements today to help us deal with them, observe them, let them go. We'll start with the element of fire. It's a wonderful element for this as it naturally burns up anything we no longer need, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And you can see the sun as the element of fire. You can picture yourself standing in full sunlight, feeling the warmth and the heat against your skin. Then we move to the element of water, another beautiful element to help us with this, as water naturally retains memory in every drop. So maybe we can envision ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against us. We can actually watch and observe as all that which no longer is necessary, all of our old patterns, our habits, any negative patterns, any old traumas that we want to release, and we can just watch them detach and float downstream. And then we call in the element of air and we feel the wind or the breeze against our skin. And have that lovely goosebump effect. And its specialty is to pull away all of our stories that we tell ourselves, our egos, leaving behind nothing but the shining truth. Then we'll call in the element of earth with its magnetic properties to pull away from us and stick to it any heaviness or burdens that we're still carrying. Trusting the earth to transform those energies into something higher vibrational, something akin to seeds sprouting into new life. Now, our thoughts have a way of kidnapping us and taking us away on these wild rides with them. And it happens to all of us all the time. Anytime you recognize when that's happened, I want you to just gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what we're doing, back to your breath. Sometimes this is just a practice of continually bringing yourself gently back. Eventually, we'll get pulled away less. We'll be able to stay in this perfect present moment, in the stillness and peace where that can be found. But now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And experience the buoyancy, the lightness of being as you glide down the staircase. And when you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all do this. We all have protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a little. Brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe, so secure, and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's a common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physicalities that we're used to experience our energy bodies or our light bodies right now. I'd like you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. Everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up now and merge with that flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also contained in you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips here the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracle, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of here today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention, because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. So I want you to open to experience this vitality right now. Allow it, receive it. See it as already done. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's truly invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to include your friends and your family in this. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then extend it out to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending that frequency outwards. And take a moment and try it right now. Choose somebody that you'd like to send healing to and wellness. Picture them happy, healthy, already healed. And then blow that energy out to them. It's all frequency. It knows no time or space. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while to learn what we'd like to learn. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us were seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now too. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it right now and let that beckon into your conscious awareness, the information. So let's generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you could go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the whole world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing imaginations and intellects pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? Look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this as already being done. It's already finished. It has happened. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home. Through the meadows and over the bumps. But for now, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. I'm picturing us all at a huge outdoor music festival, rejoicing, feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, seeing the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something miraculous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This higher vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere to be transformed to the higher vibrational resonances that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive. Maybe you're out for a snowshoe in the mountain with your dog, enjoying the serenity. Or you're out for having a lark with your buddies out on the courts, or maybe you're creating something wonderful in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to just stop in your beautiful reality and just look at all the beauty that is surrounding you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. So worthy. And now I'd just like to connect with a little gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this incredible life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all these beauties. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'd like you to take your entire beautiful reality you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now. In the heart space, the solar plexus, the Danshan area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy ball. When we exhale, we're going to release and share it with the world. Here we go. Build up that energy and send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. I can just feel all the concentric rings circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing the world in this beautiful frequency of peace and love and prosperity. Okay, now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too, really come back in. When you feel you're ready to come back into your room or the space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling right now. Peaceful, relaxed, insightful, healed maybe, energized. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up at a moment's demand, anytime, all the time. Eventually, we don't have to put this kind of effort into it anymore. We'll just become walking, talking, natural transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are. Creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more powerful when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you. Thank you, thank you for joining me in these intentions, making our world reality what we truly want together. And if you've been doing this for a little while, have fun and play with this. Try the single conscious breaths of intention. Anywhere in your day, you can remember to stick them in. Anytime you get a few seconds, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're cooking supper, when you're standing in line. And just notice as you start this practice over the next couple of weeks, what kind of shifts are happening for you? What kind of synchronicities are you coming into? So enjoy the start to your weekend, and we'll see you again for tomorrow's intention. Have a good one.